Okay, this will be the scary video. Sorry, the other one was long. This one will be long too. I had to move my fan up here because I'm sweating in my bathroom because the lights in here are really hot. Probably too much information. I don't care. Okay, so you've seen me do the BB cream, the bronzer, the touch powder, foundation, the Shy Lip Stain, which it's also on my face, the pressed blush. I did the eyeliner, the winged look, so I'm ready for the mascara. Okay, so obviously I have everything set out. I have the 3D Fiber Mascara. If you haven't used this, I'm just really sad for you in your life. You're missing out on literally like the best beauty product you'll ever use in your entire life. Sorry about this little thing over here. It changes your eyes, especially if you do it right. It takes a lot of practice. It's honestly amazing. This is why I started to sell Younique and why I've made money selling Younique, because the product speaks for itself. There's a 14-day love it guarantee. If you don't love it, let me know, because there's a lot of tips that and things people do wrong if they don't like it. So let me know. I'll answer any questions you have. If you're not in love with it like I am, you can send it back and they'll refund you within 14 days, no questions asked. Customer service is amazing. So that's why I believe in the products, that's why I believe in the company. It started from these 2 little bottles. So the way I do it is I get all my mascara ready. And generally, not everybody does this, and you do not have to do this, but I wear mascara, my own mascara first, then I wear Younique. I just really love it's Lash Comb. I use the Hypnose Drama because it's really black because my eyelashes are so light. I like the extra pop of black, which I still can get it from if I do multiple layers of the 3D fiber lashes. That just takes a little bit longer, so I generally just do like 1 of these and about 2 of these coats each, and I'm good to go. And that gives me the maximum results for what I'm looking for. So I hold everything in my left hand, so I'll open everything and I just hold them in an order that I'm comfortable with, so I hold them like this. The scary part is I generally separate my lashes with a safety pin. I've always done this, done it for 15 years. I don't know, however long I've been wearing mascara. And I don't recommend it. I do also use the Lash Comb because this thing is heavy duty, but again, my lashes are really, really flimsy and long. So I feel like this alone doesn't work for me, and I like to kind of place my lashes, so I will use a safety pin. I have poked myself in the eye pretty bad one time, so if you are going to do this, be really, really careful, and I wouldn't do it if you have like shaky hands. You'll see how I do it. Okay, so I start with, and this is where I'm going to make all my ugly faces. So I just, generally what I do, like I said, is I'll take the Lash Comb and I'll kind of just like brush up and try and separate them so they're ready for mascara. I already curled them for my last video, so I don't need to do that again. So, okay, I take my Lash Comb and I always do 1 eye at a time. And so I don't push my eyelashes up, I close my eye as I'm like dragging up. That helps to prevent getting mascara everywhere. Then I flip the brush around and I get the inner part of my eye too, because you want to try and get all your lashes. Let me see how I'm like closing my eye. So I just make sure this is like nice and coated. I don't do like, it looks like I'm putting on a lot, but I'm not, because I do like pretty light application. So then what I would do is I would go back in with the Lash Comb, and a tip that a lot of people don't know is to do a lot from what I would call like the top. That will separate a lot without really like messing stuff up and like pushing mascara up on your eyelid. So I generally do 1 of those coats, and so you can kind of see, like I already do have like fairly long lashes, but you can see the difference between just my mascara and like 1 coat. Then I move to the, then I do, well, I usually do it this way first. So then I use the transplanting gel from the Younique, and I usually kind of like wipe off the top, just like the tip like this. And then I start to get a little aggressive, which is my nature. with the gel. Turn so you can see me. See, and I already got it on myself. And just make sure I don't have like big globs anywhere. So like I said, I get pretty aggressive, and you want to do this pretty fast. And so typically I'll go right from that to the fibers. So this is what the fibers look like. Kind of looks like black lint. And so the key here for me is don't get too close to your eyeball, because that's when fibers will get in your eye. And then I'll kind of place some out here, place some maybe where I have like some spots, and then quickly I go right back to the gel to set it all. It's really important. So a lot of people would do here is the same thing. They'd go back through the top and they'd really separate them out, which works pretty well for me. What I would normally do, I do both, but I take this and I start to like separate and like place mine around, because my lashes are cray cray. This eye is doing pretty good today. But unfortunately when I do that, I pull off some of the fibers that I just put on. So then I usually, so there's just kind of one like top coat. Like I already have, I get a ton of volume kind of right in the center. So then what I'll do is I'll go back with my Lash Comb and I do, the key is the top for me, is where I get like tons of length and tons of volume. So you're going to want to almost like squint your eye, because you don't want to be shoving it on your lid. And again, I'll do my regular mascara just a little bit, just to kind of get that black, and I like to kind of coat my lashes. Just gives me a little bit extra. Then right to the gel, the Younique gel. And this is where I kind of like play around with it. Then I'll start just kind of like going like this. Just kind of making sure I have my coats kind of everywhere and it's getting. But I do it, if you can see, like I do it pretty slow. Like I'm pretty careful. I know my lashes are longer, but I'm pretty deliberate with how I put it on. And I think that's how I get the best results. And then I go to the fibers. Some people, I've seen them kind of go like this to kind of loosen the fibers up. You do get a little bit more, I feel like, when you do that. And this, I get pretty close to like the top of my eyelid and slowly drag it up. This is where I get, like, you can like instantly tell. This is where I get like tons of volume, because I don't have like thick lashes. And then I'll instantly do this. And make sure, I'm still constantly sealing the top and underneath, so there's not any loose fibers. And then again, a lot of people, at this point, a lot of people go and they would use the Lash Comb. I prefer this, because I'm crazy. And I like to just kind of separate them and move them around my way. My way or the highway. Doesn't take much for me. And that's pretty much. So I probably, if I'm going to get like crazy, and you can tell the difference in my eyes, obviously. If I'm going to get crazy about it, like I'd probably come back under and just do like a couple more pushes to like, since I just did this part and kind of pushed them down, I did the top part. I would probably finish it off with a little bit of gel to kind of lift them back up. You can kind of see that. Like that. See how like flimsy they are? I can just like move them. And those are kind of gross. So I'm probably going to get out my handy dandy safety pin and kind of move those over. There we go. A little bit better. Okay, so for me, that's like one eye done. Okay, you guys get a nice view of my nose? Welcome. That's one eye done. And so you can kind of see, like this wing wasn't the best, but you can kind of see like it adds like a little bit of dimension back over here doing the winged look. So that's why I do it. Okay, now I'm done with this eye. Like I would leave this eye. I sometimes will put, like I was talking about how I did the purple and I use the Regal with this brush. because I don't like to wear mascara on my lower lids because my eyelashes are super long. And it makes, to me, it like almost accentuates like the lines under my eyes. So I don't do that, but I think unusual. So what I have kind of been doing is I've been taking the Regal, I don't know where I put it. Anyway, if I had it open, which I don't, I've been taking that and I've been putting that like up in like my lash line. You could use any color. I could even use the brown just to give it like some dimension so it doesn't look, and it doesn't do much for me, but I just don't like it. That's just my personal preference. But a lot of people do, and a lot of people, it opens up their eyes, but for me, I don't do it. On to the next eye. And then I'll show you, actually, it'll be a good opportunity to show the difference if I just have regular mascara on my right eye. So this is my right eye. Same thing. So I'm not just like caking it on. I'm slowly just like dragging the brush up, getting into my lash line as I like close my eye. Kind of pull and then you close your eye. So I'm not like I'm almost like not even using my hand. I'm like twisting the brush, but I'm not like going like this because I don't want to get it on my eyelid and have to do a ton of cleanup. So I kind of just like let my eyes do most of the work. So this eye always is a little crazy. I don't know why. Like I have ones that like stick out. So there's the difference right there between just like having regular mascara and 3D. Here, I'll move this. Taking selfies is really hard, guys. So you can tell the difference right there. That's regular, 3D. 3D, regular. Huge difference, yeah? Okay. So then I would do that and then start the 3D process. So same thing, get the gel. Same way that I was putting on the regular mascara. Which again, you can, oh, they just fell in the mirror. You can completely skip the regular mascara. Like I said, for me, my lashes are just so light and so flimsy. It just adds a little something for me. So this eye's always a little crazier. So, like if I get clumps, this is really good for getting rid of clumps. The comb, like, I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm not what you would call an expert, so I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So I'd probably do gel again because I just kind of messed it up. And then make sure it's wet, and then you go right to the fibers, like this. Same thing. More start like in the middle and slowly drag up, lightly like place it. You don't want to get fibers in your eye. So already, huge difference. Same thing. Then I kind of drag up. Once I start like putting the fibers on, I can go like a little bit faster because it's not, they're a little bit thicker. I have more structure to my lashes. And then my handy dandy thing. So my trick is I usually anchor my hand like on my nose somewhere. So I'm not like freehand stabbing myself in the eye. It's awesome. Sometimes I do though. Same thing, I kind of do it with like a squinty eye. Okay, so that's kind of the underneath done. And then I'll do just kind of another coat of my Lash Comb on the top part because I think that is so important. And you're missing out on like so much length and volume if you're not doing this. But as I do this, like I know that it's like pulling my lashes down. So that's why on the other one I went back at the very end and pushed them all back up. So now I'm doing the gel. And this eye is my favorite eye to do the fibers on because this eye is always a little wampus. and broken and like missing pieces. So it's like super fun to like see how great it works. You can kind of like go like this to get more, kind of go like this. Like look at that already. And then same thing, I'll kind of go like this, push them up. Then you want to make sure, and always, always, always make sure you seal the fibers to the lashes so they do not get in your eye. And then same thing, kind of like push it back up. Again, I know this is taking forever. This only takes me, same thing, like 5 minutes when I'm not talking and going slow. But I really do love putting on mascara. It's like really cathartic to me. And then I'd probably just do this one more time, because the ones at the end are always annoying. Just to kind of place them. And like I have one that even though I curled my lashes, like it's just there. I just like pushed it up and fixed it. And honestly, I'd probably do like one more swipe at like just the tips, because I can see that my eyelashes are up there, but it's like pretty light. And I'll just put like some of the, slowly put the 3D like right on your tips of your lashes and just kind of drag up. That will give you a crap load of length. I mean, what this mascara does is just unreal. Like, you can't find like anything like this. Well, I've heard there is one like this, but then you're not supporting me and helping like a company that supports women and abused women and children. So don't help a big corporation, help Younique and help me. And that's pretty much it. If you do have it on your eyes, if you have the eye remover cloth, which you should get if you wear the 3D, you could just get one of those and kind of rub. If you don't, I always just do a Q-tip, and I'll do like a little teeny bit of the mascara, the Divine, and I'll like do a little bit on the top of my hand. I don't have any, so I don't need to, but I would do like one, like half a pump on the top of my hand, and just get a little bit of lotion on the Q-tip and just kind of dab the mascara off. But that's it. So to me, this is just kind of like, I don't have a ton of makeup on, but I do have obviously some. I have a light lip. I had the Shy Lip Stain. I put a little bit of chapstick over it. That's it. I have bronzer, blush. I have protection. I have sunscreen. I have my eyebrows filled in. I have the 3D on. I don't even have any eyeshadow on right now. That is from the bronzer and the blush. And then I have the little wings that adds and opens up my eyes. Probably the next video I do, not today, but another day maybe when I'm like getting ready to go somewhere fancy, I'll show like a tutorial on likely like if I do stuff on my lower lashes or like different eyeshadows I like to wear, I'll do that next. So that's all done and documented too. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully these are all helpful. I know they're long, sorry, but I just want to show people what I do and how I apply it, because I really like the way I apply my mascara. Be careful if you use a safety pin and you never have before. And if you have more structured lashes, the Lash Comb will do it for you. I've never seen anybody do a tutorial and use the scary safety pin, so this will work equally as good. And then I just use the eye cloth to wipe off the residue of the mascara, and that works fine. And if you wanted to, you could always set your makeup with the rose water, which is also, it's awesome. It's great for rosacea, any sort of redness you have on your skin. It sets your makeup without giving you like an oily look, and it's also used as a toner, and Halle Berry swears by it. So if Halle Berry loves it, let's all try and look like Halle Berry, please. That's good enough for me. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, or if you have any tricks that you could recommend that might help people that don't put a torture device next to their eyeballs like I do. That would be helpful. These are all just to help each other and just get a little bit better at doing our makeup. Miss you all. Bye.